You know, it is a WFA weather alert day, and we already have some showers moving into parts of the Metroplex, but we think that if there is going to be any threat for stronger storms, maybe low-end severe storms, we're thinking between noon and 4 o'clock this afternoon. So the impact would be gusty winds, some small hail, heavy rain, and a little bit of lightning. So what you need to do as we go throughout the day today is just make sure you stay updated with the latest forecast, because things always change. Have a way to receive any warnings that could potentially come out, and the best way to do that is by downloading. Well, obviously you already have the WFA app to your TV, but just make sure your friends and family also have that, because we're going to continue to do updates as necessary this afternoon weather-wise. Today, again, that severe weather outlook, Dallas and Fort Worth, we're in that marginal risk of seeing any severe storm. So we're going to be on the lowest threat of seeing that. But east of the Metroplex, well, the atmosphere is going to be a little bit more unstable today. So that is where you find that slight risk of the quarter-size hail, wind gusts of 60 miles an hour. So still a pretty low threat. Right now, this is our WFA Studios Dallas camera, and we do have a lot of cloud cover. It's certainly a little bit darker than earlier this morning, so it looks a little ominous because the rain is getting closer. In fact, some of the Metroplex already starting to see at least a few isolated showers, but the good news is everything right now pretty calm. We don't have any severe weather. In fact, the lightning has come down quite a bit from earlier this morning. The strongest part of these storms right now, they're going to be in between Gainesville and Sherman. And again, not severe by any means. We have some heavy rain on the west sides of Denton. Everything is moving off to the east and northeast. We also have some showers around Decatur, some thunderstorms just southwest of Jacksboro. You can see some thunderstorms, some stronger storms on the west sides of Mineral Wells. That's going to be moving off to the east northeast. So looking at Fort Worth, you've had a couple of showers moving through DFW, a couple of very light isolated rain showers, but that will increase here later today. So downtown Dallas, it looks like the moisture is at least starting to increase. Wouldn't be surprised if we have a few sprinkles out there at this point, but that's it for now. Eventually, the rain will be increasing from west to east across the Metroplex, but the strongest part of the storms right now, it's going to be in between Breckenridge and Mineral Wells. These are not severe. These are just good old thunderstorms. So as we go throughout the afternoon, yes, those storms continue to make their way off to the east, but again, that severe threat pretty low. At noon today, that is when it looks like the Dallas Metroplex will have the highest chance of seeing storms, and that's going to continue on and off this afternoon. By about 4 o'clock, it looks like the southeast part of the Metroplex will see the strongest part of the storms, and then after that, the Metroplex looks dry, but some of our far eastern counties will still be seeing that rain. And then eventually overnight tonight, the cold front moves in. It looks like this cold front's going to move in probably around midnight or so. And then tomorrow looks much nicer. We're expecting lots of sunshine with highs in the 70s, but starting out tomorrow morning in the 50s.